So if you watch me for more than 5 seconds, you'll know that I can be a bit quick to judge a level's gameplay. However, this is because I believe that most levels are one round of playtesting away from being in a much better state. In today's video, I'm going to prove that by enhancing 3 of my least favorite extreme demons. Let's get into it. All right, so for the first level, we're going to be starting off with Arctic Lights. And yeah, let's just jump right into this. I beat this not that long ago, so I have a pretty good idea on what I need to change. So I actually really like this pre-drop, contrary to the popular opinion. However, these first 3 clicks are pretty inexcusable. We're going to take this entire structure and we're just going to move it up a little bit. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's try that. Let's see if that's any better. I feel like you're still going to have to hit it pretty late. Oh my god, I think I made it free by accident. All right, let's see what we're gonna do for these next 2 clicks. I just think the gameplay kind of sucks. Like, I just don't like green orb timings. I've been a day 1 green orb hater since the day 2.0 dropped. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this down. 1, 2. I think we're gonna do the same thing with this one. We'll just move both of them down a little bit. We don't need to touch the first spike, that's for sure. Okay, I may have made this first part a little bit too easy, so I think we're actually gonna go back and revert some of those nerfs, because I don't want to make it free. Like, the point of this video is not to make this level free, it's just to make it better. And with the state of this level right now, that shouldn't be too difficult. Now we're gonna move this back up 1 step. We're also gonna move this back up 1 step. All right, that should be good. And yeah, same thing with this first gap. Gonna move this back down by, whoops, it didn't select all of them. I beat this level pretty recently, so I have a very good idea of how frustrating it is. And man, the whole time there were just so many changes I wish I could have made. And I want you guys to let me know down in the comments what levels have done that to you. What extreme demons or just any demons of any difficulty have you played that made you wish you were a part of the playtesting team? I think I might actually move this spike over to the left a little bit, so that way you can click as fast as you want. Okay, yeah, we're gonna take these spikes and we're just gonna pop this over 1 space to the left. I think that is plenty. I might even get rid of that 1 hitbox on the bottom. I think I'm gonna do that. Is that a bush? It's a bush hitbox. Okay, we have to get rid of it. Bushes are so annoying. I feel like we should have learned from Hell that you just cannot put bushes in your levels. Okay, I think the next nerf we're gonna make is the black orb click after. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll just change this. We'll delete the big spike here. I think that should be fine. That should make that a lot better. And then with this, I think this dash orb is fine, but what we want to change is this. We'll start with 1 space. We'll see how 1 space feels, and then we can always make it more if it's still too difficult. Oh, that's so much better. And those balls are actually really good. I really like this gameplay, but I just think that these first 2 clicks are a little bit too difficult. I think those might be the only 2 changes I make at this entire ball. So just like we did with the cube, we're going to take all this stuff and we're just going to move this up 1 space, and then we're going to move this down 1 space. And this really should be a lot better. If you're a longtime viewer of this channel, you already know that we are getting rid of this bush as quickly as humanly possible. And I think this spike can go too, honestly. Then the last thing we're going to do is this spike is really annoying. Like, why is it just not one of these? Right, so what we'll do is we'll just take these spikes, copy paste, flip it around, and we'll put it right there. And I think that's going to be it for that. Oh, it's so much better. Oh my god, it's actually so much better. Yo, am I crazy? Bro, I haven't played this level since I beat it, and I just got 38. I mean, on the nerf version, but you know what I mean. Okay, this wave should be pretty easy to fix. I'm not expecting this to take too long. But I think everything up until 30 should be fine. It's just this. These spikes are really the first things that I might want to change. Yeah, I'm deleting them. Like, they just don't need to be there, okay? I was going to move them in a little bit and say, okay, we can make this part just a little bit easier. No, we're deleting them just straight up. These ones never bothered me as much because it helped with the alignment with the saw blade. But I think the ones that I do want to get rid of are these. These ones are so annoying. These are the first ones. I'm not going to delete them, but I am going to move them in. Bro, I swear this game knows what you're trying to click and waits till the last possible selection to click it. Like, I've clicked 4 spikes now. Why is it still trying to do the slope and then the fuzzy stuff? Wait, I selected... Okay, see, this is why I don't go in the editor. This is more annoying than beating the actual level. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to move this 1 space down and 1 space to the left. And then we're going to do the same thing with these ones. We're going to move it 1 space up and 1 space to the right. These little ones I'm going to keep, and then... So I finally decided that I replaced this first spike with a mini spike, and then for the rest of them, I moved them up or down just 1 tiny space. That's how we're leaving this. So now we get into the hardest part of the level. Yeah, these spikes, I'm getting rid of them. I don't know why they're here. It just makes this first gap so unbelievably difficult. No, this is definitely the hardest part. Once again, you know, we're nuking this level. I don't even care. We're nuking it. We're just getting rid of all these spikes. Okay, again, these we're not going to get rid of, but we will move them up. Up one space, left one space, right one space, down one space. That should be good. This, like, we're just again, straight up getting rid of all of these. I bet everyone who has beaten this level is probably so satisfied watching this because they're just like, yes, yes, like this is what everyone wanted. This is probably like the worst transition I think I've ever seen. So it's invisible speed changes and there's this really awkward wave spam. So what I kind of want to do, I think I want to change the location of this saw blade so that way you don't have to do this really awkward spam. You can kind of just do like one of these. I think what we'll do, we're going to move this over a lot. And then I might even move this over. Maybe over a little bit. All right, let's move this. Whoops. Let's move this over. Stop. Can I just select the other one? I think that's actually fine. And you can do the double click here if you want. I also kind of want to nerf this a little bit because this part's still a lot more difficult than everything else. I found this part super awkward. All right, let's test it out. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I missed a spike. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, this upward spam part I'm really not a fan of, to be completely honest. I just want to move one of these structures up or down, like one small space, just to nerf it a little bit. Just like that. That's all we're going to do. I think that is really all that needs to be done. Okay, there's a little visual bug here, but we're just going to pretend that we don't see it. I kind of want to go haywire on this part because I really hated it. Like, just a little fun fact, a little Arctic Lights fun fact for you. I died between here and here 20 times from 0. I think more than that, actually, if I remember correctly. Okay, I think that should be everything. Yeah, we're gonna move this at least one space up. I think two would be fine. While we're at it, we're gonna move this saw blade up and then this. Dude, this release is so awful. So I think with the first thing we're gonna do, it might seem a bit strange, but we're gonna get rid of this saw blade. Yeah, layer 5. Okay, I don't think this saw blade needs to be this low to the ground. Like, we can move it up a space and it should be fine. You already know the next thing we're doing is we're getting rid of all these spikes in here. Okay, so this diamond and this diamond sucks. I honestly kind of want to delete the whole thing, but we're not going to do that. I think what we'll do is we'll just take the whole structure and we'll just scale it up a little bit so that way these hitboxes get pushed up and these ones get pushed down. Yeah, we'll put it up to 1.05. We'll see if that does anything because now these gaps are a bit bigger. Okay, so I think the issue I have with these diamonds is that one, these spike hitboxes stick out more than the slopes, and two, I think these saw blades stick out even more. Hold on, let's test this out real quick. Yeah, I mean, look, that's not even close. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to move these saw blades up. Yeah, I think that's fine because we want it to be even with the slope. I didn't mean to do that. Scale this down to 0.86. Yeah, that saw blade's fine where it is, but I don't know. I might nerf this. Oh wait, I almost forgot these ones. I think that should be good. So now we're gonna nerf this. Again, we'll move this up and in, move this up and in, this down and in, this down and in. Before anyone asks, no, I do not know any of the shortcuts for the editor. I've literally never made an entire level in my life. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, no way. That's really all you had to do. Like, I really mean it whenever I say that so many levels are just a couple small changes away from being really good. And this is why I hate hack verified levels. Like, every level needs playtesting. And if you hack verify a level, you're at the bare minimum missing out on one round of playtesting. That's an entire round of common sense that was not applied to the level. I think this duel is the first part of the level that we are going to leave completely alone. I think this duel is completely fine. This part, on the other hand, I cannot say the same thing about. First thing we're doing, these guys. What are we doing here? Same thing with this, get rid of that. Yep, get rid of this too. Maybe we'll leave these. No, I changed my mind. I thought about that for 2 seconds and I already changed my mind. We'll nerf them though. We're not gonna delete them, but we'll nerf them. Let's see how this part is up until the mini wave. Like I said, this duel's fine. I actually think this is probably the best part of the wave. I might get rid of that spike. Where is it? Which one is it? I don't even remember. That's the thing, just looking at it, you can't even tell. I was so upset that I did not have a good wave spam. Nope, we're deleting it. I don't care. That's it. I died to it one time, we're deleting them. I'm making this level better. I'm doing this for the level. I'm doing this for all of you guys. I'm doing this for the level. This part is a disaster. Once again, this thing, these two spikes are going. I don't even know what to do. Do I get rid of the spikes? Do I just move all of them in? Let's try moving all of them in first. I think I'm gonna leave this first click alone. I mean, I did change this because I got rid of the spikes. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna move this structure up, and we'll also, should I move? Yeah, I'll scale this saw blade down just a tiny bit. I think that's the game plan here. I think that's fine. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay, 70%. This is an abomination to this game. Like, genuinely, I cannot believe that this gap is in the level. These saw blades, the thing is, like, this also really sucks because it's completely determined by how you do this. So I think we're gonna just nerf this. We're gonna nuke this entire part. That's what we're doing. Moving this up a space. We'll move it up 2 for why not, right? Scale this down to 0.95 maybe. Let's just kill the whole level. You know, I remember when Doggy was doing his video on Slaughterhouse. All of his changes were like 1 small space added a D block. No, I'm literally deleting the entire difficulty. The only reason I'm doing that with this is because I do not think this was meant to be a difficult level. And what I mean by that is that once the base gameplay was created, you can't change the difficulty too much without changing the base gameplay, or you just add a bunch of artificial difficulty like this. So we're putting Arctic Lights at the difficulty that it was meant to be. All right, I deleted these spikes so you can go low, so I'm not gonna touch these. These ones, however, like, what is this, bro? We're not even messing around with this. Yeah, these clicks at the ending are all terrible. We'll keep these ones, that's fine. I think these are all okay. Maybe we'll scale them in a little bit. I don't think this click was too difficult, so I'm gonna leave it for now. This, on the other hand, like, what is this? This will move in a little bit. This is the real kicker right here. These 3 spikes stick out so much more than this one, so I think we're just gonna replace these spikes with this kind of spike. This 78 click also really sucks. Like, this was such a bad part of the level. Just this, the 77 release and then the 78 click is so bad. So I think we're also gonna nerf this saw blade a little bit. Scale this down to like 0.95 or something. Oh, it's at 0.56. We'll do 0.5. Now these spikes I kind of also want to move in, or no, we'll just replace it with these spikes. That's what we can do. And then I think this last click is fine. Okay, so that's the wave. So we did the entire wave. So I'm gonna play from here to the end of the wave first before we move on. Oh my god, okay, I think I made the 70 gap a little bit too free. So I think what we can do is we can move this whole structure down just a tiny bit. So I will move it down a step, left a step. You didn't hear that. I kind of still want to change some of this stuff because it's so awkward. It's just not good. Like, let's move this spike in, like kind of like that. We just get rid of the entire thing. Move it down 2 steps. This, we'll do what we did here. We'll get rid of the big spike and we'll replace it with one of these. The final part is the post drop. I hate this part so much. The first thing we're doing is we're fixing this transition because it's so awful. So we're gonna make it a little bit more lenient. The most obvious fix ever is we're moving this middle spike down. I don't know why it's like this. Again, just one of those things where it wasn't hard enough apparently. I don't even know how to fix this part. I just have to kill it. Like, it's just too hard to be at the end of the level. It doesn't need to be free. It just doesn't need to be impossible. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the outermost spike, scale it down to 0.9. Last thing we need to nerf is this. We're just getting rid of this tiny spike. And I think that's everything. Let's just test to make sure that this is what we want. Yeah, that ship, this ship is free now. That's a little bit of an issue. Oh yeah, okay. I made the ending a little bit too easy, I think. We gotta fix some stuff. All right, so we can make this stuff stick out a little bit just like it was. You know what? I actually changed my mind. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna make all of them do that, okay? So what did I scale this down to? 0.9, I think. Okay, we'll meet in the middle. I did 0.9. Let's put it up to 0.95. Okay, what we can do here is we can move it just like that. What if we do that? Okay, just testing, just testing. I'm not gonna leave it unless it's fine. All right, I think that's good. I think we're done with Arctic Lights. Okay, so my goal right now, I don't really feel the need to beat this, but if I can get this in like 3 runs, I'd be fine. So I got 38, right? So let's do from here to wherever we can, and then we'll just do from wherever we can to the ending. Does that sound good? I think that sounds good. Nice, dude. That didn't even take that long. Let's go. I've only been recording for about an hour and a half, and I completely enhanced Arctic Lights. That's all it takes. 1 round of playtesting. Here's the ID. You can go ahead and play it on your own time. Let me know what you think. Did I do a good job playtesting, or should I quit the game forever? Please don't say the second one. It's going to hurt my feelings a little bit. But with that being said, let's get on to the second level, and let's enhance Sunset Sandstorm. All right, so like I just said, now we're going to be doing Sunset Sandstorm. This one should be pretty easy. So all you're going to do is you go into the editor, hit the pause button, save and exit, and then you just throw the whole thing in the trash, and now you're done. So now for the actual last level of this video, we are going to be enhancing the hack-verified former top 1, Sakupen Hell. Alright, so the pre-drop is actually not that bad. There are a couple things I want to change. Like, first of all, this. Like, I don't like this double-click at all. I think we're just going to nerf this. So we'll move this up a space. I say we even move the blue orbs. Not that. The blue orbs. Nope. The blue orbs. No. The blue orbs. Nope. Should I nerf this? I probably should, right? There's no reason to have this mini wave here. I mean, just look at this. Why is it here? Just move all this down 1 space. All right, make sure we get all these little objects. Again, we're just going to move this up 1 space. That, again, should be a lot better. With how hard the drop waves are, I really don't think the pre-drop needs to also be impossible. So I'm completely fine making these nerfs. Like, when I was playing this, bro, as a new artist, this was like the grindiest level ever. I had like over 10k attempts from 0. It was so bad. So the next thing I want to fix, I definitely want to move this spike down so that you don't have to hit this blue orb, because that's just annoying. When I beat this in 2.1, you didn't have to. At least on my refresh rate on 144. I think we're going to leave the rest of the pre-drop the same. Like, this ball is completely fine in my opinion. But this wave, yeah, we're killing this wave. This is pretty similar to Arctic Lights, where there's just a bunch of random hitboxes sticking out of the slopes, except this one I don't think was done on purpose. We're going to put down this bush, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And we are going to delete every single one of them. No more bushes. Oh my goodness, that looks so much better. Okay, before, I know we're not quite here yet. We still got to work on the big wave, but yeah, we're getting rid of the slope. I don't know why this is just sticking out sitting here. I definitely still want to nerf these first 3 clicks, because even with this bush gun, these first 3 clicks are ridiculous. And like, look at this release, bro. This release is crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this whole structure and we're going to move it up a little bit, because even the transition into this wave is just really sudden. Like, you just come in here and you can barely see the camera still adjusting. I think we'll move this one down a space as well. Also, you know what? Just get rid of the saw blade. We don't need the saw blade here. I want to preserve some of the difficulty in these first 3 clicks, because that's just kind of how the balancing of this level is, but I don't want it to be unreasonable. I might even move this structure down a little bit. I think this one's fine where it is, but this one I might move down. Next is this click in this release. I don't really know what I want to do here, because I feel like if I get rid of these spikes, it's going to be too free. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get rid of the spikes and I'll just move each of the structures closer together. So that way it technically isn't nerf. Well, I could just move all the spikes in a little bit. So yeah, we'll select all these, we'll move them down one. No. Okay, I just did a little testing and I've confirmed that it was just a visual bug. The hitboxes do belong to the spikes. I think, do we want to just leave it like this? I think I might just move the structures actually, because I feel like this is just stupid to have the spikes just barely stick out like that. So I think all we're going to do actually is we're just going to move this bottom structure down a little bit more, because then that'll also nerf this release. Hopefully that makes that a little bit easier. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move this structure up. I might even move this up twice, or maybe up once and right once. Oops, I didn't select one of the blocks. Yeah, it's a lot. It's better. I might move this top structure up one more time, because that release is just ridiculous. I think the rest of this wave should honestly be pretty okay. Maybe one of these saw blades can get moved at some point, but really just getting rid of the bushes makes this wave so much better. Oh, actually, hold on. Before we play from 0, I want to fix this transition. I really don't like this transition, because if you go into it and hit like this portal, you can fly up into the saw. So we kind of want to avoid that. So I say we just put some D blocks here and call that a day. All right, let's get to the second wave from 0 and we'll see how it is. All right, this is so much better. Yes, okay, it's all good. It's all good. We did it. I think just because the transition is kind of sudden, this first click or two is still the hardest part, but the wave feels a lot more balanced overall. It doesn't feel like they're just random difficulty spikes, and that's kind of what I want. Honestly, this wave is kind of fun without the bushes and without the random hitboxes and the first 3 clicks being impossible. Like, it's actually a good wave. This wave is definitely going to need some nerfing, though. I have a vision for this, though. I kind of want to do what Temp did in Spectrum Cyclone, where you can land on, like, the top and the bottom, just to make it more consistent. Because the problem with waves like this is if you nerf them, they become inconsistent. I might still nerf this because, like, look, some of these gaps are a little bit ridiculous, but I definitely want to do the D-block things up here and on the bottom. And so I think what we'll do is we'll put some, like, right here-ish. But I want to make it clear. Okay, then we're going to put some invisible blocks. Put some D blocks here. And then for this last one, I think I might either have to just not do it or put it higher. I think I'll just move the structure down. So I'll put this here as I have been. Yeah, we're going to make this even with the other ones. There's no reason for like this click is so much harder than everything else. We'll move it down an entire block. I might have to move this one down as well. Okay, so if I move this down and then I just put this there and this there, I think that's actually a lot better. Is that gap ridiculous? That gap might be a little bit ridiculous. I think, okay, we're going to move it back up half a block. So next we're just going to do the same thing with the D blocks, but just put them on the bottom. I think we'll put them like here. I think that's a really good spot for them. This one here, we'll do these two here. I think that's pretty fair, especially for these types of gaps. And then I can just move this structure down a little bit and delete this saw blade. I think that's the plan. Okay, let's move it down twice, and I think that's it. I'm actually really excited to see how these gaps are. I feel like these are going to be super satisfying with the D blocks there. Because something I do want to give this level a lot of credit for is it is very satisfying. Definitely one of the most satisfying extremes I've ever been. Just the waves, even though they're really tight and they're really annoying, like they're just so, you feel so good once you do them. That's just exactly what it is. So you're not going to be able to use the blocks on every single gap. Oh, maybe you can if you go super early. That's the thing. Like, let's say I went super early here. Yeah, okay, so it just makes it more consistent, because then if you go early, you hit them, but if you go late, you don't have to. And so I think for this gap right here, you can't really hit them without dying, but that's okay. We don't need to use them on every single one. It's just to make the inconsistent ones more consistent. I kind of want to see what Temp did for his visual indicators. Yeah, he just had like these kind of invisible lines here. Okay, we can work with that. We can do something pretty similar. So I think we could even just put some of these on here. All right, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I think the only thing I want to do, I want to be a little bit evil. That's the thing. Do I really want to be evil? You know what? No, we're not going to be evil. I was going to make it so that you have to do a double click here, but I'll leave it up to the player. If they want to do a double click there out of muscle memory, they can, but they don't have to. They can just hold up into the D blocks. Next, I kind of want to do something with this UFO, because sometimes if you hit this pad late, you cannot survive this first click. You just hit this no matter what. So I might just make it an auto. Like instead of releasing here, you just, here, let's put an upside down portal, super small one right here. Let's look at the hitbox. And then instead of a blue pad down here, we can make this a small blue portal. The only thing I'm worried about, I'm not sure if that'll force you to jump into the transition, which would not be good. We'd have to fix that. So that's pretty much what I didn't want to happen. So I kind of want to put a pad here. I think I'm gonna have to do what I really don't like doing, and I'm gonna have to put a teleport portal here. Because I think even if I move this down, I'd have to move it down so much. Okay, so you hit usually right around here. So let's put a small teleport portal here. Get this guy down, move him over a little bit, get this guy down, move him down a little bit. Do it, let's see. Let's play from here for a bit. Let's see if I even need to change that UFO. Because I technically did nerf the 47 click by getting rid of the bush, but I think it still kind of sucks a bit. Yes, dude, that's actually so good. Okay, you could still die here. Like, you're gonna still die in the UFO. I can't make it free. But as long as the transition isn't killing you, that's all that's important to me. The transition's still killing you. Okay, that's a little bit important to me. I think really the only way to fix that transition is if you make that last wave gap impossible so that you can't go too early or too late. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier when I said that sometimes in order to make a part easy, you have to make it inconsistent. All right, I think it's all good to go. Let's go, dude. I think we're all good. I think we're all good. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to make any changes to this ship because we got rid of the bushes, so it nerfed it ever so slightly. So I think this ship is completely fine. And yeah, this duel, I don't think I really want to change anything either. It's annoying, but there's really nothing I can do. And then this wave is literally just a copy and paste of the wave from earlier, just with an even more terrible transition into it. So I think we're just going to do exactly what we did to the other one. We're just going to copy and paste it, slide it in there, and maybe fix up the transition and call it a day. So this should really be the exact same thing. The only thing I want to look at is this transition, but I don't even think I need to because we put the D blocks up here. I think we're just done. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'll get this in 2 runs and then we'll call it a day, and I think we'll be done. That'll be a video.
Huh?
Okay, let's go. Finally. Bro, this level's still annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, thank you for watching. I might make this a series. Let me know if you would want to see that. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a channel member. That's all. Goodbye.